Yo, Rizzothelegend is back again doing another Marvel Contest of Champions video. We got a crazy video for you. We got a bit of information that just popped up. I happen to be home, and we're talking about it on the server, and we're having a great conversation about it. And I was like, you know what? I think we should share all our thoughts on a video. You know me, I'm always looking for opportunities to make videos. Anyways, let me bring the homies in on the Discord server. Pow! What's up, mother suckers? We are live on the video. So, we have this post right here. It says, I'll be honest, the Paragon Gauntlet Deathless King Root piece is so easy to acquire compared to the rest that are coming that I totally forgot about it when I made my earlier statement. The Deathless Guillotine piece selector might not be available by the time that one goes away. So I'm just going to tell you that the details inside. The selector will cost 5,000 units. And it will be a limit of 3, so you cannot spend units to awaken her. I will also say there is an objective coming up where you will need to use a 7-star Deathless Guillotine. It is somewhat optional, so there's a gray area there that doesn't make sense. He says you need to use a 7-star Guillotine piece, but then he also says it's somewhat optional. Continue reading. But if you have any intention of acquiring her at any point, I would suggest trying to get it done ASAP. The piece selector will definitely be available before this objective is in game. Wow. And the homies are on the Discord. So, Sherbons, how do you feel about this, man?
Well, me, since I have her, I know I'll stay neutral, but I'm gonna act like if I don't have her, and honestly, sure, am I kind of screwed? Yeah. Do I gotta pay the price for it? Sure. Why? Because, I felt lazy, I didn't want to grind. I think the 5k units per piece that you're missing is fair. The limited time ones.
So you're in favor of the 5,000 units?
Oh yeah, because again, you put in hard work to get those pieces. Now, why should somebody come along and say that offer drops, right? Mm-hmm. And they're only having it for, say, 100 units. That's like a slap in the face.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 100 units? I wouldn't even do the objectives at that point. I'd be like, screw these objectives.
Yeah, and if it does ever come out to like 100 for 3 pieces, then I would probably end up not even getting the other pieces at all, because it's like, okay, so then am I just not going to do them then? Because, again, spend all this time. Some people actually spend money to get that piece,
Yeah, good take. Joe, what's your take on this?
I agree with Sherbons it being 5,000 units, because at the end of the day, like you said, it's our own fault for not doing it. Now, Kabam could go around charging 10,000 units instead of 5. And I say that because if you remember, they're talking about Thanos. Once you get the other ones, Thanos is going to be insane for the game. So they could really, if they wanted to, charge 10,000 units per piece. But you don't got to pay those units if you just get them when they come out. And if the time limited ones, just get them as soon as you could. You'll never have problems spending units on them.
I agree. Blade. Remember, I like to keep my videos short, Blade.
Damn.
Now he doesn't speak. Go ahead, speak, Blade.
Sorry. I was putting in an AirPod, sorry. So my thoughts on this is, like, kind of what Sherbons was saying is, I agree with him about people paying the price for people who said, I don't care, I'll get that later on. And now they're having to pay the price, and I think that's good that they're having to spend 5,000 units on a collector piece. So I guess that's one of the other things that I would really have to say about that.
Who else we got? We got Radical. You want to speak, or are you fighting with Truth Comic right now?
He's probably at work.
No comment.
No comment from Radical. Gerald.
But no, in regards to
Wait.
the unit price and cost, I feel like that's a bit excessive for one whole piece.
So you're. Let me make this clear. So you're not in favor of the 5,000 unit price point.
Definitely not in favor of the 5,000.
Copy.
Never in the history of pieces that have been missed, whether it be for dead platinum pool or whatever, if the price would have been that high. So I wholeheartedly disagree that 5,000 should be the price point. At most, 3,000 units, 3,100 units. I would be content. Should it be that much for, hey, at the time, you know, was it in a certain game mode that you can accomplish? Whether it be battlegrounds, and I get, like, we all rest on our shoulders to complete the content, and if not, we understand that there's a price to pay. But at the end of the day, hey, if your account hadn't progressed that far, or something came up in your personal life where, hey, you couldn't accomplish that task at that moment in time, once again, that 5,000 unit price tag is a bit too steep in my opinion.
All right. Last but not least, Gerald.
I'm gonna say 2 opinions. I'm not in favor of this. It could be 3,000, but also 5,000 units for a piece, guillotine piece is not the worst. If you think about it, if they bring back the 7-star vision bundle, that thing costs basically 20,000 units.
That's
and that
a
is
very good
ridiculous
point.
For a 7-star.
That's a very
OGB.
good point. That's a very good point, Gerald.
But since I don't have the deathless ghillie, I basically have to pay the price of me not grinding battlegrounds from season 12 because I didn't get glider circuit, and I basically, I think, had a lack of time. So it is my fault for not getting deathless ghillie, and so now I have to pay a price with no wallet. Maybe use my mom's wallet, buy it, but I would definitely not do that. But I agree with everyone who what Sherban said and Joe and Blade.
All right. My take is very simple. I don't really care about the price point for the units. I would only care if it's a time limited thing. Like if it's, you better pay these 5,000 units within this month or else you're not going to get it. It's like now they're pressuring people to spend money as opposed to grinding the units. I wouldn't like that. So I would be interested to see how that works. The other thing is, I know people are upset that it's 5,000 units to begin with. Well, before we saw this post, there was no way that they can get them at all. So people that missed out, they missed out. Here's a second chance. But now you have to pay the price. What that price is going to be, if it's limited, well, we know what the price is going to be, but we don't know if it's limited or not. So I would be interested to see if that price point is going to be a limited thing, like it comes by once a year or whatever. That's what interests me. But does anybody have comments to say before we end this video?
Yes.
All right,
One
go
thing
ahead.
Go after Joe.
All right, Joe, go ahead. You go.
Real quick, one thing I wish Kabam did say is before any of these challenges even started, they announced how much it will cost. So that way they give people a heads up if they miss out, they know what to expect. Instead of announcing it now after Deathless Guillotine's already out.
I agree. Put it up front so people know. Not last minute. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's going to be 5,000 units, and you got a week to do it. What?
Uninstalled.
All right, Sherbons, go ahead.
Doing that debut.
Okay, so I just wanted to add more to what Radical was saying. I know you're fully against it and everything, but you also got to think about it this way too, and this is for you too, Gerald. What if, say that somebody is free to play, right? And they actually worked hard on getting the pieces. What if they spent all that time and everything, and the pieces were just as cheap as a 10-star crystal bundle? How would you feel? Would you feel insulted? Or would you feel like, oh, well, that's fair, I guess. I mean, if I miss it, then that's fine. But you gotta think about the time you spent and everything to rush through to get those pieces when they said it's limited time only. And again, limited time means, one, there's no other way to get them. Two, the only other way is probably buy them with real money. And let's be real here, not a majority of people are going to be spending money on this game anymore due to certain stuff. But I know there's still people who are going to spend, that's fine and all. but you gotta look at it from that point of view, and it's like again, why are you gonna have those pieces cheap? So, does that mean that the time you put in, was it cheap too? Was it not worth your time or effort?
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I thought this was worth making a video on. This is how we talk on the server all the time. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's arguing, sometimes it's stuff like this. So if you're interested in Marvel Contest of Champions and you kind of a chill person, not one of these egotistical, I'm mad because I lost the Battlegrounds fight, then feel free to join us. Until next time, you mother suckers have a good one in real life and in the game. I'm Rizzothelegend with a whole cast of homies that each one of them, except for Radical, has a YouTube channel, and I will put their links down in the description down below. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces!